Let's talk for a second of how exactly the RP Referendum Party came to be. Alright, to understand where the Referendum Party comes from, we have to go back a few years, when John Steenhuisen of the DA once said that he would allow for a referendum so that the Western Cape people could decide if they wanted to secede from South Africa. Over time, a group was formed called the Western Cape Devolution Group, and on this group were the DA, Cape Independence Advocacy Group, along with some others that advocated for Cape independence, but there were some other organizations that didn't advocate for Cape independence, but rather advocated for devolution or federalism. Needless to say, all these groups decided to join together or band together so that they could release the grip that the ANC has on the Western Cape. Fast forward to 2023, and the CIAG, Cape Independence Advocacy Group, is busy putting pressure on the DA, specifically Alan Winde, in order to hold a referendum. But in a shocking turn of events, sort of, Alan Winde said no, despite the leader of the DA, John Steenhuisen, saying that he would be willing to do it. And when this happened, the CIAG decided, well, we're gonna have to fight this from within and do it ourselves. And thus, the Referendum Party was created for the sole purpose of pressuring the DA, specifically Alan Winde, or the Western Cape Premier, to hold a referendum on Cape independence. And that is the sole purpose of the Referendum Party. All they want is for the Western Cape people to have an opportunity through a referendum to vote whether or not the people of the Western Cape want secession from South Africa. They do not want to rule South Africa. They don't even want to rule the new country if Western Cape should secede. That's a whole nother can of worms, and I'll probably make another video on that later on. But for now, the Referendum Party, all they want to do is pressure the DA, specifically the Western Cape Premier, in this case Alan Winde, to hold a referendum for the Western Cape people.